What if I told you that nurses are going through crisis right now? Lifestyle inflation, nurses are going broke due to the economy. It's really getting bad out here, y'all. A lot of them are mentally unstable because some of them are lack of sleep. Some of them can't afford to pay their bills, and including so many responsibilities that comes with it.
Nursing today is in dire straits. It is one of the most high-risk careers in the United States. Listen to some of this information. It's ranked one of the top 5 jobs that people are leaving in the United States today. It's one of the top 10 most dangerous jobs, according to multiple news and science surveys. 40% of nurses have high risk of long-term sick leave. That's according to the Journal of Occupational Medicine. The average nurse over 35 years old is on 5 medications. They cite limited time off, swing shifts, understaffing, patient volumes, and high stress in the workplace. You can't make women work 12 hours and not be allowed adequate amounts of time to eat and drink water throughout the day. It leads to metabolism adaptations that slows their metabolism down, builds oxidative stress, causes reactive hyperglycemia. Now they're stressed. Now they're tired. Now they're using caffeine all the time. Nearly 40 to 55% of nurses, depending on what study you read, are overweight. And it is not from overeating. These women are underfed, overstressed, and they are some of the sickest in our community, and they are the people who are responsible for taking care of us. How in the hell can we count on a medical healthcare system that can't even take care of its own people and expect it to take care of us?
I never thought of creating a video speaking on nurses, but it seems like there's a crisis right now that everyone, including nurses, is going through it. I mean, when we think about nurses going to college, investing so much time, they also vested a lot of funds with going to college, knowing that they have to pay back these college loans. I mean, for nurses, they go up in a high range, 80,000, 90,000, spending up so much money to invest in their education, only to know that they are suffering, only to know that they're going broke. And I know sometimes it could be the lifestyle inflation. I don't know, could be. But a lot of them are complaining about can't afford in their life anymore.
Sorry, I gotta be the one to break the bad news, y'all. It's too many nurses making y'all think y'all gonna be buying a Mercedes straight out of nursing school, designer bags, and out of country flights. The luxurious lifestyle everyone wishes for. Unless you living with your parents or you ain't got no kids, that's probably not going to be the case 9 times out of 10, especially when you're not travel nursing. Sorry, guys, we all got to pay bills. But yeah, it's a job just like any other one. So like, if your goal is to live that luxurious lifestyle, I wouldn't even recommend nursing. There's plenty of other options where you can make so much more money. It's nice though. You get a good schedule and you don't have to work as many days as everyone else. With that being said, don't do nursing unless you want to be a nurse and care for people, because you'll be wasting your own time.
We just got paid this past Friday, right? We paid the mortgage, bought some groceries, put some gas in the car. And guys, it is Tuesday, and we have like $200 or $300 to last us until next Friday. Like, we don't live in a big house. We live in a little ranch. It's 1,100 square feet, 3 bedrooms, 1 bath, us and our 2 kids. This isn't how it's supposed to be. You know, growing up, we were told, you know, go to college, get a degree, work to support your family. Here we are. Did that. Now what?
If you have to work overtime to pay for your regular lifestyle, then you are living above your means. I don't know if no one's ever told you this, but I'm telling you this. New grads, do not let anyone pressure you living above your means. Lifestyle creep is real, and many people who have poor financial habits will try to guilt trip you or make you feel bad that you have to live this certain lifestyle. You have to take the trips to Tulum. You have to be able to buy out a section for your birthday. No, we are not putting in our blood, sweat, and tears into nursing for us to just blow it all in one night and then need to work overtime just to sustain our lives. I once worked with a nurse that drove a Mercedes. She lived in a high-rise apartment with her family, and she took trips quite often. And she literally had to work 6 days a week for her lifestyle. I remember once the census had fell and she started freaking out. Like, she was crying at the nurse's station because she said that if she doesn't get overtime, she's not going to be able to pay her rent. And I remember being a new grad thinking, like, is this what nursing lifestyle is, that we're supposed to be working 6 days a week just to afford our living? Also, I remember people making fun of me because at the time I drove a 2008 Ford Fusion and I had paid off my Ford Fusion. Someone made fun of me that, oh, you're a nurse, why are you driving a Ford? It's time for you to upgrade. You've been a nurse 2 years. And I'm like, do I have to upgrade my car? It works perfectly. It's fine. It starts every time I get into it. It takes me from point A to point B. I'm good. And they're like, yeah, but you're a nurse. You don't have any kids. You should be living a better life. And why are you living in the hood? I was like, back then I was just so happy to just have a place of my own and a car of my own and be able to work an independent adult. And here I was being clowned for not having a lifestyle that I could not afford.
To be honest with you, ever since the pandemic, things has been going right, left, and center. The economy is going through so much, and a lot of people can't afford their homes anymore. A lot of people are going homeless. So we're not talking about nurses, but when we think about what is going on in this economy, hardly people can afford it anymore, but yet still these nurses are complaining. A lot of them are mentally unstable because some of them are lack of sleep. Some of them can't afford to pay their bills, and including so many responsibilities that comes with it. A lot of these nurses are saying that their life is on, they're coming to save life, but they don't get respect. They're not being treated fairly. They're not making enough money. Their lack of sleep. And there's so many things into the equation. I mean, I want to give it out to these nurses. I pray that God turn things around for them, because nurses was one of them that I was not expecting to hear this. But this economy is really going through something.
I know what's so funny. I posted a video the other day talking about the fact that I'm 26 years old and I'm in $95,487.73 worth of debt, majority of that being student loans. And the response from people is just absolutely wild. And I'm sitting here responding to comments of people shaming me, and they're trying to wonder how it even got to this point. They're trying to put me down, saying I'm never going to pay it off. And I'm sitting here thinking to myself, I went to school, did what I had to do to become a nurse to help people, and people were shaming me for doing that. I went to school to get a career where I can better people's lives, save lives, and I'm being shamed for the way that I had to do it. I put myself in a financial burden to go get a degree, to help people, to save lives, to better people's lives, and I'm being shamed for the way that I had to do it because I didn't have mommy and daddy paying for my college. I had to take out student loans. You don't even realize how bad student loans can get, because in the moment when tuition is due, all you're thinking about is making that tuition date and paying the tuition. So you just signed. That's how it gets to where it is. You just signed because you have to do what you have to do in that moment in order to accomplish your goals. And that's what I did. And I'm being shamed for that. Y'all are shaming a nurse, okay, for doing what she had to do in order to help people. That's crazy.
Can someone tell me why I'm the only one at my work that cannot afford to buy takeout for lunch every single day? I'm over here with my 3-day-old leftovers, my K-cup coffee, and they're on their third delivery of the day. Is it just me? Am I the only broke one that works here? I'm the supervisor. I'm not supposed to be the broke one, but I am the broke one, apparently, according to how many DoorDash deliveries I see here every single day.
It's detrimental to a lot of us out here. When we see people who are sleeping in their cars, people are losing their homes, people living in storage unit, people can't afford to go to the supermarket, it's really getting bad. But when I hear nurse talk about these things here, it really breaks my heart, because we know that nurses makes a lot of money.
Been my depressingly low paycheck. So for the last 2 weeks, guys, I got paid a whopping $14.76 after taxes, and that is actually correct. So what happened was I missed 1 day of work because I got called out since there was no patients on the unit. And if you get called out of work, you just missed those hours. They don't pay you for that. So $14.76 is what I took home the last 2 weeks. I lose $4.80 right off the top because of my car payment and insurance, and I'm definitely going to cry tonight. My vet appointment for my cat, $250, because Bean has asthma and she needed a new medication. She needed new chest x-rays. It's a lot, but I love her. And then my own medical bills, $355, because I need a CAT scan on my tummy because my tummy aches are vicious right now. Yeah. Credit card bill, $220. I'm back now at a zero balance, so that's nice. I just want to pay it off in full. Groceries, $145 for 2 weeks, and the rest, I just throw it right into my savings. $26. So I am $26 closer to my goal of buying a house. Yeah. Just so tired. Just so tired.
I feel like with nurse, you got to play or live this certain lifestyle just to keep up with the Jones. I don't know, but I know that most nurses, they do have a lavish lifestyle, right? But this economy is changing, and when this economy change, they can't do the same thing, especially when you have children, especially when you have different cars. You know, a lot of luxury things around. Some things you just have to pivot from and just to maintain, because it's getting hard out here. It's not just regular people, but nurses. And I've saw this one video with this doctor. I don't want to disclose his name right now. That's going to be another video for another time. But a lot of people are just going through it. Nurses, doctor, it doesn't matter. Engineers, people who have their tech jobs, whatever that is, people are losing it. And this economy is going down. And I'm praying for a change. I'm really praying. I'll pray God change. I pray God work it out in our favor, because it's not looking bright for most of us. It makes me scared. I'm not going to lie to you, because I have children. And if things are going on right now, what do we say? What's going to happen to our children? I don't know what it's going to be like. And that part scares me. It really scares me, because when we think about even going to college, does it really make sense for these children going to college, racking up these debt and still not able to work in their degree lines? Like, a lot of people have been talking about these things. I know I'm kind of off topic right now, but I'm just saying, I don't know where this generation is going. I don't know where this life is taking us, but I'm praying to God that things changes for us. You know, just thinking about these nurses, and I'm looking and I'm saying, no, this is not looking good. It's not. So, you know, I want to know your thoughts on this video. Let's pray for these nurses. We need nurses to take care of our loved ones. You know, I always take my hats off to nurses. I love them. In fact, my sister is a nurse, and I made sure that, you know, all honor and respect goes out to them. I want to hear your thoughts on this video. Let me know your thoughts. Signing off.